Next up at UFC Nashville, we have another weight class change. This is the third fight on this card where a fighter is either moving up or down in weight to find success. And Vitor Petrino is the latest. He is going up to heavyweight from light heavyweight after a 2-fight skid where he's been finished in back-to-back losses. Vitor Petrino is 3-2 in those last 5. And as I mentioned, coming off back-to-back losses, taking on Austen Lane. 1-3-1 in his last 5. He's coming off a knockout loss of his own. The reality is Vitor Petrino is a physical specimen. He's an athlete. He's fast. He's powerful. He's got a good left hook. He can shoot takedowns. He can do a lot of things. Vitor Petrino is very, very good. What he doesn't seem to be, though, is a killer. He doesn't seem to have that killer instinct. He was winning his last fight, in my opinion, against Dustin Jacoby. The scorecards were 1-1 going into the third. He was winning that third. He got a little too confident, got a little too excited, ran into a big shot, got knocked out. The loss before that was the submission loss when he was undefeated. He shot a takedown because Anthony Smith was dotting up his legs. He shot a takedown. Anthony Smith guillotined him. You could categorize both of those losses as flukes. Right? One fight he was winning, got a little too aggressive, got cracked. The other fight, shot a takedown.
What the hell are you fucking talking about? Flukes. The calf kick set up him to panic shoot into a guillotine, and then Dustin Jacoby set up a nice fucking fade right hand straight down the fucking pipe.
Dustin's like, you know what? Let me keep this closer than it should be all the way to the third. And then when he gets confident.
Yeah, anytime somebody gets finished in the third, it's a fluke.
Yeah, no,
get a fucking grip on life.
Let me set up a big.
Have a fucking another.
I'm going to let this dude be 1 minute away from winning a decision, and then I'll get him. Shut the fuck up.
Every knockout's a fluke, guys.
Shut the fuck up. He's taking on Austen Lane. He should be able to knock out Austen Lane, okay? There's that. Austin's a former NFL player, turned into a grappler because he doesn't have much of a chin. He's just massive, uses his side. If Vitor Petrino can stay away from just being bigged, then he can knock out Austen Lane. Vitor's going to be the pick. You can't. These odds are fucking atrocious. You can't touch this fight. Jacob, what are your thoughts? Found Jacob's burner. Jay, you fucking fat bitch.
Sorry, Jay. I mean, we try to keep this professional, like I say, and treat everyone right. I'm sure Jay's probably a premium member, and we appreciate his membership.
He's not a premium member. If he was a premium member, he'd know how fucking good I am, and he wouldn't call me a bitch or a clown or whatever the fuck he said. Hey, Jacob, who do you think wins this fight?
Fucking Vitor Petrino should probably win the fight. He is probably the better mixed martial artist, and I mentioned in my quick pick video, there's a difference between winners and fucking losers. And I even saw a comment today on my quick pick video.
You for this, yeah. Okay, I was agreeing with you, but yeah, sorry.
You want to keep jumping in?
You just fucking did it with me with Vitor, you shit stain. Fucking skid mark. Go ahead. I'll stop.
Yeah, I wish that heart would stop sometimes. But then start right back up just to give you a little scare, right? We don't want you dead, but we'd like to back you down a little bit.
Yeah, I don't want you dead. I just want some equipment installed so that I can turn you back on.
And give me the fucking on-off switch for that fucking pacemaker. Just like let's sit here during the stream and fucking just flip it on and off. Oh God. Like the shot collar. I made a joke on Twitter to put I made a joke on Twitter that we should put shot collars on. This is how fucking retarded people are. And just don't understand anything. It's unbelievable how fucking retarded people are. I put a tweet out with, I think it was quote tweeted the stoppage. I think it was the Ilya Charles stoppage. And I literally said, we should put shock collars on fighters, and the ref controls the collars. That way, when there's a knockdown, the ref can hit the shock on the collar, and there's no follow-up shots on the fighters. Shot collars on fighters in the octagon. And I got about 10, 15 people on Twitter talking about, I don't know if that would work, Jacob, because, what if there's like what if you don't know if there's actually a stoppage, and I'm not sure. You're telling me what would you do in an eye poke situation? Are you hitting the shot collar? It was a fucking joke. Are you fucking serious? I could not believe some of those fucking replies I got on the tweet about putting shot collars on fucking fighters, and people are like, I don't know if that would work, Jacob. Oh, bullshit. You don't think so? Oh, Billy. Back to this fight. Vitor Petrino, there's a difference between winners and losers and people that want to fucking win and people that just want to fucking show up and get fucking paychecks. Vitor Petrino, as Angelo mentioned, is not a fucking killer. The guy gets panicked into a fucking guillotine after that fight. Watch the tape. He's laughing. He's smiling. Ah, fuck, that's fine. Your first loss, you don't really know how to react. Get back in the gym, hit it hard. Comes into that next fight. Remember, this guy is supposed to be the next big thing, the next big prospect. Looks the part, the muscles, the Brazilian, the big power, working on the grappling. You're like, oh my God. Comes in against Dustin Jacoby, gets fucking slapped. I'm sitting there. I'm at the fights. UFC Tampa. I'm sitting there watching this guy walk through the fucking tunnel right past me. Row 2, VIP, sitting there. And what's this guy doing? I would expect, after back-to-back losses, when you're supposed to be the next big guy, the next big prospect, you'd be a little bit fucking disappointed in yourself. I'm a competitor, Angelo. You're a competitor. I lose at fucking the yard games we play, and it basically ruins my fucking day.
Yeah.
It ruins my fucking day. I can't stay. If I play fucking I played cards last weekend, played rummy, lost twice, and I couldn't think of. That's all I thought about the rest of the night. How can I get better at rummy? If I was a fucking fighter and I lost back-to-back rounds, I would be fucking devastated. I expected this guy to come in, head hanging, like, fuck, man. This guy was walking towards people, high-fiving people, having a good time, smiling, laughing. Fuck that mentality, man. I sat there and watched Austen Lane take in a big fucking prospect in his last fight, hurt him in that first round. Second round started, he went right the fuck after this guy. I watched him win a fight with his son in the crowd, and he was saying, I'm doing it for my son. I want to be an example for my fucking son. It's the difference in fucking mentality. Vitor should win this fight. He is the better prospect. Austen Lane is a chinny guy that doesn't react well to power. I'm fucking picking Austen Lane because he fucking gives a fuck, and he's actually gonna give a fuck in this fight. And I am here to support fucking winners, and Vitor Petrino is a fucking loser with that loser fucking mentality, and I hope he loses again. Give me Austen Lane as a dog, plus 500 to land a big shot, get a takedown, and fucking TKO this guy through the fucking ground in front of the fucking Nashville fans. The place will go crazy. We'll see if it happens, but I'm picking Austen Lane, but you probably shouldn't pick Austen Lane.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't think Austin's going to get it done. I just think he's a little too chinny, and I don't know what Vitor's going to look like at heavyweight. Maybe heavyweight will suit him well. Maybe all of a sudden he will have that power. He'll be more comfortable, but he just got tired. He's like, oh, well, I'm not a prospect anymore. I don't want to cut it weight anymore. I'm just going to show up and collect checks and see if I can win. That's what that is. That wasn't, I'm going to buckle down and reinvent myself. He was like, if I'm going to do this, fuck cutting weight. I'm just going to show up and fight some people. And I was going to say, what he seems to be doing is moving up to try to find success. These people are easier. Yeah, Jacob, please stop yelling. Heavyweight is an easier weight class, so I should have more success there is what it feels like he's doing. So I don't think it's necessarily going to work.
And the comment today was like, so Jacob's basically just picking against this guy because he wasn't in a bad mood after.
Didn't cry.
Yes.
He didn't cry on his way out.
Yes, that's exactly right. Because I hate that fucking mentality. Either you want to fucking win or you don't. And Austen Lane, I know, wants to fucking win, and Vitor doesn't give a fuck.
All right, listen, I don't disagree with any of that sentiment. I think Vitor wins. I think he connects. I think he has the power. Austin has had a lot of physical gifts, and then he's missing some other pieces like a chin. So I think Vitor wins for those reasons, but I don't disagree with the mentality of it. That guy was pretty pissed at you for caring too much about how Austin reacted to a loss, but the reality is that matters a lot. Like, that matters a lot. So I get what you're saying. Vitor Petrino is my pick. Austen Lane is Jacob's pick, and if you want to throw a couple of bucks at DraftKings Fantasy, $9,600 is a lot of money to spend, but Austin has been knocked out in every single one of those losses. You can check out every single pick.
That last one was that was pretty bad too. I mean, that was one of those eye-open, just sitting there like this.
Yeah.
laying on his.
Well, and I imagine he's been hit a bunch of times in his NFL career. Like the dude went through it. So Vitor should be able to find that knockout. But let's say he went up in weight and actually gained weight instead of being like, I'm not going to cut. I'm just going to stay who I am, like Frankie Edgar. Let's say he actually gained weight and went up. He might be a little slow. Like things might be a little dicey here. We got a couple of chats. Art of Control said he became a premium member. Welcome. We appreciate you. And then obviously Minty did googly eyes at Vitor because he is quite handsome. Minty gave me, Tiffany and I, phenomenal food advice in Vegas. She said we saw her at UFC X and said, where should we eat tonight? Because you know how women are. They need a full meal. And she said, go to...
Wait, whoa. You are
critiquing... No. Fuck. You and I did Vegas together. I don't need a fucking meal. I'll eat a slice of this, a slice of that, a bag of chips, and go to bed. Fuck you.
We sat at breakfast one day for 2 hours. You ate the entire time.
That doesn't sound about right. What was funny is Minty did recommend about 7 Asian places. We're like, where should we go? Every single one of them was Asian. But the tip that she gave...
Can we pick another race to be racist against Angelo?
First
it was the Mexicans, then it was the blacks.
I'm embracing the Mexicans. What are you talking about? But I said, like, where should we go? Like, blah, blah. Tiffany's like, I want a good meal. She recommended World Resorts, or Resorts World, sorry. And we went. Have you been there?
No, I've never fucking been there. I don't eat anywhere. I don't go on vacation fucking eat anywhere. I don't eat anything.
Well, Resorts World isn't just restaurants. It's basically like the nicest mall you've ever been in with a casino hotel attached and a bunch of nice restaurants. It was unbelievable. If you watch the vlog, I met Corey Sandhagen. He was the only fighter I actually talked to other than Charles Johnson. Charles Johnson.
And he looked excited to talk to you.
So I went to Resorts World off the Minty tip for dinner, and he was just sitting in the lobby. Nobody gave a fuck. Nobody was looking at him. He was just sitting there, like, hanging out.
Just being a person. The way you describe it, it's like, that's so crazy. He was just existing.
Because you know how it is in Vegas on a fight week. If he was at New York, or anywhere near the Strip, or anywhere near the weigh-ins,
there'd be like 7 people who would come and be like, hey,
Corey. Dude, he would have been mobbed. Everybody was
mobbed.
Oh my God, this fucking guy in a mood. Him and Bobby.
You know what's funny about the Vitor lookalike? Obviously, I'm friends with a lot of people at the Factory X, and when he was preparing the Dustin Jacoby was preparing for Vitor, I messaged Brundage and I was like, listen, this is a tough matchup. If you need a tall, dark, good-looking dude to kind of get Dustin ready for what he's going to see in that octagon, I will come to Colorado and I will do that for him. I will stand across the octagon from him because it can't be – I mean, he is a good-looking dude, and I've seen it in person.
Polarizing.
I mean, it gives you a little bit of a shock. You think you've seen it, Minty. I don't know if – I can't remember I don't think he's fought at the Apex before, but – when you see it in person, it really does hit a little. It's even better in person. So I was like, I just didn't want Jacoby to be kind of shell shocked in there. So I did offer to go in there and kind of mimic Vitor because I think we're similar.
In a lot of ways, you both would get slept and submitted inside the octagon almost effortlessly.